Okay, everyone. So this is Casey. I am going to show you how to navigate your MyFitnessPal app. So when you first download it, you are going to come to a page that looks like this. So this is me so far today. This is where I am. And if I want to be able to see the foods that I've eaten so far today, I'm just going to click on this calories remaining block here. Boom. And that's going to open everything up for me, and it's going to show everything that I've eaten so far and how I've logged it. Notice how I'm logging everything in grams, ounces, and making sure that everything is very particular so I know exactly what I'm eating and I can stay super consistent in that. Um, my Fitness Pal is hooked up to my watch, so it's going to show exercise here, and it's going to show my calorie goal here. But I like to make sure that I'm watching my macros more than I watch any of this. So I don't want you to pay attention to, I don't want you to pay attention to your goal. My goal is 2,175. I don't want you to pay attention to your food, which mine is 1,270, just for reference, so you know what you're looking at. And my exercise is 30, and it says that I have 935 calories remaining. I want you to not pay attention to that at the top of your screen, but instead I want you to actually click on that area, and it will take you to the nutrition tab where it shows you all of your nutrition so far for the day. So you can see where your grams of protein are, your carbohydrates, fiber, sugar, fat, and so on. So many things on here: sodium, potassium, A, C, calcium, iron, all of those good things. You could even slide over here to the macros tab and see the breakdown again in that pie chart. By no means do you need that premium feature, but if you like to be particular, you can download that. But it's kind of expensive and it's not necessary. So I'm going to back out of here. Okay, so I'm going to travel down to the bottom right of the screen. I'm going to pop open that More tab with the three dots. And what you are going to do once you download your app is you're going to go into the settings, and you're going to go into diary settings, and then you're going to go into diary sharing, and you're going to make sure that it says public. When you first have it, it's going to say private, but we need it to say public so that your coach has access to it. And then if you want to stay organized, you want to say you want to have your meals at 5 meals a day. You can go right underneath diary sharing, go into customize meal names, and go ahead and organize all of your meals right there. How many meals a day that you typically have. Um, when I am on my diet, I'm typically eating more smaller meals per day. That just works well with my digestion. In a more laxative season, say, a contest prep versus improvement season, I am usually having 3 or 4 bigger meals, just because it works well with my schedule, because I apply myself more to other things outside of, my work um, that involves, more time. So I like to just eat bigger meals and have more time to do what I need to do. You want to definitely eat for your goals. So make time to eat what you can when you can. And we're going to back out of diary settings all the way back. Boom. And then to add your coach, you will receive the details on that when you get assigned a coach. So you should have their name. You'll be able to pop into your friends, and you'll be able to click that plus sign, click email or MyFitnessPal username, add that right up top. We're going to use daily, for example. Boom. And then we would hit that check mark, and we will request them. Okay, 2 things down. Okay, and you can do that with the entire team. So if you want to reach out and get their name and see how they're going, um, and how they're doing their stuff, get some fun meal ideas off of them, you can add them as well that same way. So what we're going to do now is show you how you're going to start logging your food. So we can either go back home, or we can go down to the bottom, and we can go to diary. And we go right back to today's food. So what I did is I had a third cup of oats. I had 10 grams of raisins. I measured this all on the scale this morning. Everything I measured, my peanut butter including, because a tablespoon can easily get carried away if you're not measuring it. Same thing with a lot of stuff. So make sure that you're really, really taking the time to measure your stuff. And after, 6, to 9 months, you're really going to start to understand why this is really, really, really important. And you'll also be able to start eyeballing stuff really, really well, which makes it really easy for you to go out and enjoy your life, eating out and things like that, and kind of eyeballing things and just having a lot of confidence in the amounts of the things that you're eating. So the more consistent you are with logging, the more fun you can have outside when you have your free meals and stuff like that. So what we'll do here is I will go ahead. So the app keeps an update of your most eaten foods or the foods you eat, foods that you've eaten recently. So let's just say I wanted to have, let's kind of go through here. So easy rice cake. So for my meal two, I want to have 2 caramel corn rice cakes. And then I'm going to have some of my cookie butter on top. So if you're planning on having 2 tablespoons of your cookie butter on top of your rice cakes, and you've only got one selected, all that you need to do, let's back out of that. So all that you need to do is just select that from that list because it's a frequently paired food that I like to have with that. It says 1 tablespoon, but what you do is you just click it, go to the top right, click that check mark, and you can come right back into your diary, open this again, and change that to 2. So you see the options here. You can do fractions or you can do decimals. I like decimals, way easier to navigate. And let's just say, okay, so you can open this up and it's got some easy stuff for you. So maybe you just kind of like globbed it on there and you're like, all right, I don't know the grams. It's definitely not exactly 2 tablespoons. So you can go into grams here, just like that. Say you had 34 grams instead. That calculates that for you right there. You click the top right check mark and you are all set to go. There's your meal. There are your calories. And if you actually go and into your phone, the settings, swipe down, open up that swivel there, give that phone a tilt, you can see the breakdown of your macros. And you can also see this on the computer too. But I would rather have all my stuff in front of me at all times, so I love having it on my phone. Boom. Relock that baby up. All right. So, and if you don't eat something or don't want it, decide you want something else, all you got to do is swipe left and delete. Logging supplementation. So, say you're taking some fish oil capsules. They're just your basic typical fish oil. Usually they're about 1 gram of fat per fish oil pill. So there it is. If you're just taking one and it says 2 pills, all you got to do is change that to 0.5 for half of that serving. Or you can go right in here, break that down to 1 pill, add 1, and boom, you're all set. Click the check mark, it adds it to your diary. You can go up top here in the calories remaining and see your fats and everything change as you're doing stuff throughout the day. What I like to do is add all of my food the night before. Typically, about 5 days a week, I'll do that. So I know and I have all my stuff set up for the day, and I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze in macros left and right as I am going throughout my day. So one thing I definitely do not want you to do, we're going to show you here how to set your goals, and then I'm going to tell you to not do it. So don't feel intrigued to do it. So you're going to go to the bottom right and see more, and you're going to go up here and you're going to see goals because this app is really cool. So you're going to want to start changing stuff around. Do not do this. Do not go in here and change your stuff around because it is not always going to be perfect and it's going to bother the crap out of you. So you can't ever get anything perfect. So what you need to do is just stay out of, pardon me, stay out of there and just focus solely on seeing that diary, going up here and focusing on your actual total macros or in the macros tab and watching your macros here. The calories and everything might not match up perfectly because some things are empty calories like alcohol, or some things are the calories are a little bit off in the app. So we just want to make sure that we're watching the actual macros. And if you're concerned that any macros might not be correct, you can also Google them and just try to match it up, or you can look back to your label on your actual product, scan the product in, and compare labels and just make sure that it matches. Super easy stuff, super common sense stuff. Just stay on top of stuff, and you're gonna be really, really set up really, really nicely. Also, please do not actually add exercise. Do not come down to this tab. Do not add any exercises. Do not go to cardio strength workout routine. Do not do that, because then you're going to find yourself trying to match your calories up top, and that means you're taking yourself out of the deficit that we put you at in order to get your physique to where you would like it to be. So you can have this exercise tab where your Apple Watch calorie adjustment is there, and it's going to show you up here at the top, what you've done. But like I said, we're not focusing on any of those. We are not paying attention to any of that. We are only watching what is inside of that, which is here. Okay? You should be all set there. And if you have any questions, we are available to answer any of them in Trainerize.